Well, we all look forward to the holiday season, but it can also be stressful. Naturopathic Dr. Joyce Johnson is here to share some tips on how we can feel our best during the busy holidays. Thanks for fitting us in your busy schedule. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks so much for having me this morning.
Oh, we love having you on. So, of course, as we head into the holidays, our top of mind concern is Omicron, but we're going to talk about some other stuff like overdoing it. Let's start with heartburn.
Absolutely. So this is the season when we tend to overeat. We tend to indulge a little bit more than we might throughout the year. And what happens too is your stomach can actually stretch to the volume of 1 liter. And when
Yikes.
it is stretched, when it's stretched to its maximum, it sort of squeezes all the other organs around it. And it creates a lot of like discomfort in your abdomen. So that can result as well for some people in heartburn. So some things that you can do to decrease this is to eat smaller meals throughout the day, trying to minimize things like caffeine and alcohol. I know it's sort of on the menu right now, but we just want to minimize it a little bit and trying to eat more slowly too, because think about more air being swallowed as well as you're sort of eating rapidly. So that can increase that pressure. But some natural things that you can do is make sure that you're incorporating like probiotics into your daily diet. If it's not in a supplement form, things like kombucha, kefir, yogurt, sauerkraut, pickles, these all are fermented types of foods, and that can help get some of that good bacteria into your stomach. Apple cider vinegar is also something that can be beneficial for your gut health. And then when you're like looking at some of the snacks and treats, instead of just reaching for the sweets, charcuterie boards, everyone is making them, and they're a really great way to get in like healthy fats. You have your meats and cheeses, but also put a lot of fruit and vegetables on here. And, that's something that you can gravitate towards as well to help, make your gut happy. No one wants to be uncomfortable and suffering right now.
Right. You mentioned alcohol. So from heartburns to hangovers, is there a cure out there?
Well, yes, there are things that you can do. Absolutely. So obviously we want to try to minimize the alcohol consumption, like try to limit it, especially if you're at like an event that lasts multiple hours. Think about maybe having 1 drink per hour, alternating with water and sparkling water. That can be an alternative. And now if you do suffer from a hangover, some things that you can do to help minimize that effect the next day, have something like a banana
Yeah, I've
before
heard
bed,
that works.
or a banana or even coconut water, because it's going to reestablish some of the electrolytes that you've lost, and just to help rebalance your system. Something else that you can think of, instead of reaching for that sort of greasy burger, right? A handful of walnuts. It helps to detoxify. Ammonia is like a byproduct of the alcohol being broken down. So walnuts are a great option. Incorporate even some vitamins, B complex, C vitamins, or foods rich in vitamin C. These also are really beneficial at sort of helping your body to process alcohol. And then if you have a headache, drinking some water, putting some lavender on your temples can really help to, take things down a little bit. But think about the foods that you're eating, because you can really help things turn around.
Okay. Now we're hearing a sore or scratchy throat is actually one of the early symptoms of the Omicron variant, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have COVID-19. So let's just talk about garden variety sore throat and how we can deal with it.
Right. Even if you have a sore throat, regardless of what the cause of it might be, these are some remedies that you can do to help just make it feel a little bit better, regardless of what the source of your sore throat is. So gargling with salt water. So gargling with salt water can be really beneficial at helping your throat and the tissues in your throat to heal. Honey. A teaspoon of honey is really fantastic because it does help to coat your throat, because with the sore throat, you often get a lot of dryness, and that results in coughing, right? So honey can help to alleviate that. Even if it's having some herbal tea with honey in as well, that can be helpful. Incorporate more fresh garlic in your foods right now. It has antimicrobial, antibacterial properties to it, so it helps to support a healthy immune system. And of course, again, vitamin C rich foods right now. And, it's cold and we get into that season. So think about things like your vitamin C, vitamin D. Is that part of your diet? Are you taking enough right now? So some things to think about. And okay, so it's winter. It is so dry in houses right now.
Yep.
If you don't have a humidifier, take a towel, wet it, wring it out, and hang it on a chair beside your bed. It will really help
Great
to
tip.
incorporate more moisture.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're going to link
super
up your
easy.
socials and website at chh.com for more great tips. Naturopathic doctor Joyce Johnson, happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Christmas.